Morning, guys. So today I'm gonna be your host, FSK Greg, and I'm gonna be taking you guys on GPP JPY. So for some reasons, I was live, so like I was live for about almost 30 minutes, and I just got a message saying I was not live, so that was actually confusing. I don't know what reason, why that went like that, but I just re-entered, and I hope everyone should see me right now. But I don't know why I wasn't showing honestly. So today, we already for those who came in, we already took some buys already. I thought I was live. Like I'm really sorry about that. I think it's I don't know what actually went wrong with YouTube, but right now I'm live, so I think you guys should be able to see me right now. So right now I caught this trade earlier on, and we're currently moving a heavy profit. So if you have any question or anything you want us to talk about, just put it on the chat box, and yeah. In fact, I'm gonna leave the previous video because I was live before. I already explained why I took this, but I'm gonna explain it again. But I'm just gonna leave the previous video why I took this buys earlier on the video gallery. So just check. Let's see what happens. So right now I'm on break even. I'm on break even. So yeah, once you miss an opportunity, always wait. There's always opportunity in the market, never rush. So right now we are approaching TP, and yeah, it's just going and going. All marked out and explained why. GJ. So right now we're just in the waiting game. Right now, who makes this? Just wait. There's always gonna be opportunities. Wait for it, and you can take it from there. So right now, I took this trade earlier on, and let's see how it's gonna play over here. So anticipating the London push, so we're gonna be pushing to the top side. Right now, we took our entries very early. At the break of this, we created some sort of support and we broke the resistance. We created some sort of support and we broke the high of the bullish candle. That was my entry, anticipating this level. First, if we break this level, then we should be pushing back up. But it only makes sense for the New York session. We're having some rally up on the bullish side. This was a strong level in the 4 hours. If I go to the 4 hours to draw this part out, in the 4 hours we're having that's a strong level in the markets. This level is a strong level in the market. We got to that level and we rejected this level and we pushed down. So are we going to be pushing down or are we going to be pushing up? So the hourly right now is strongly bullish. The hourly is bullish. We created some sort of support and we are pushing to the top side to kind of create some sort of resistance. So are we going to be pushing, if we close above this level, are we going to be pushing back to the top side, or are we going to reject this level to keep pushing down? Just retest this level and keep pushing down. But right now, the London opens in probably 27 minutes, so there's still time. So currently, we're currently bullish, or are we going to reject this level? But we'll see in the lower time frame to see what's actually happening. At first, this right now we're pushing down. Right now, it's break even. Once we break this low of this candle, I'm just going to close all position. But like for now, I'm just still going to leave it. I think we're going to hit TP. But once we break this low, this current 15 minutes, break the low of this current 15 minute or the previous 15 minutes, I'm going to exit that trade. Let me just mark these levels out back for those who just came. Yeah, I was live for like whole 30 minutes and I just got a notification from people like telling me I was on live. I was teaching for about 30 minutes. All was being recorded for some reasons. YouTube did. I don't know why I wasn't live, but we took a buy earlier on. For those just coming in, we took a buy earlier on when we created some sort of support and when this candle broke the previous high, because the 30 minutes give you some sort of confirmation. The 30 minutes we broke the previous 30 minutes bullish candle and we pushed to the top side. So like this was my target. I marked it out for like if we go up, if we, this is the first level we're going to get rejection. This level, if you look to the left, you can look at that level, or are we going to be pushing back to the top side? And it actually played out beautifully well. I'm so sorry. Like I'm just sorry about that. For those who just come in, once you miss some sort of opportunity, you just wait for some sort of retest and stuff, and you can find more entries. We kind of created support. We created support and our hourly this support. This was the high of the Asian, and right now this is the kind of the low, yeah, and we're pushing back up, and let's see how it plays out. We're rejecting that level, so let's see what happens with GJ. Are we having some sort of um, um, retest or push back up, or are we just going to be pushing back down? The first 15 minutes is always a write-off. So if we break this current 15 minutes, I'm going to close my full position on this trade. So right now I'm still holding this trade. I just brought the stop loss out back for people just I just brought the stop loss back down for people who just got on the live stream to see why I took this trade. Stop loss below previous candle and my entry when this candle broke the high on the 30 minutes. We broke the high too, so I was expecting this level. We're going to get to this level and have some sort of rejection. Actually, I would have marked this level because of this support that was formed over here, but I marked out the top. But if we break this candle, this previous 15, I'm going to exit this trade. Right now, I'm just holding till we hit TP. I think we're going to push up to the top side, if that makes sense. The previous video, why I said all this, it was all recorded and it's in the video gallery, so you can just check it out. I was actually live for 30 minutes and I did not know I wasn't live, so that was bad. We would have had some nice entry. This was like a 20 pip move, easy. So we're gonna reject a push up. Yeah, let's see how it plays out. We have 7 minutes, so let's see. The first 15 minutes was a write-off, but I don't want us to break the low. Once we break this low, I'm gonna be exiting the full trade. You just close it. Oh my, what is this? So let's see how it plays. If we're going to be rejecting that level, that means we're going to be rejecting, we're going to be pushing back down. Well, right now we're currently having momentum, but if we break this previous 15 minutes low, I'm going to be exiting the full position. I took my trade from here and just pushed up. So let's see. Although I'm strongly bullish because of how the hourly just made some sort of support and just pushed up. And right now, let's see what's happening. Right now, we're just playing over there. If you have any question or you want us to look at any pair, just put it out, then we take a good look at it. So this candle closes in 5 minutes. So let's see how it happens, how it plays out. Are we gonna flip back or are we gonna push back down? Yeah, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. GBP USD. What about GBP USD? You need to tell me what you think. That's why, if we're coming on this live for next time, I will appreciate a chart or something, so I'll actually know what you're looking at and how to like explain something much better when you see some certain position actually playing out. I need some sort of, I need some sort of a chart or what you think. What are you looking for in US study? What levels are you at? What levels are you looking for buys or what levels are you looking for sales? Because I need to know that if you could just look at GPUSD, I can't be saying that same time and just same thing. I want to know how if you guys are progressing or like something like that. Not just that's the only way you know if you're actually going like you're moving forward, whatever thing we're putting on this live stream. If that makes sense. Yeah, I'm going to check it, but like I will appreciate a chart or something and tell me what you think. GPUSD, what are you looking for? Are you looking for buys or looking for sales? But let me just take a good look at GPUSD first. GPPUSD. So right now we're just pushing back up. Like I said, let's see how it plays out. We're pushing back up. We're closing 2 minutes and we're rejecting. Now we're gonna just potentially hit the TP. So GPUSD, let's check this. So let's see how it plays. GPUSD, USD buys. Let's check the GP. So GPUSD, let's see. GPUSD. So firstly, what do I look at? Let's just go to the 1 hour and see what's happening. So we're having some sort of push to the top side. Right now we just are we let's see, let's just mark this out. So far, this was the Asian low being formed over here. This level was the Asian low. This level was the Asian low. This level was the Asian low, and this was the Asian high. This was the Asian high. Because so far we're pushing up, and this was oh, this was the Asian high. So we're pushing to the top side, and we had some sort of retracement. Are we gonna be pushing back up? Like when I saw this on the 30 minutes deal. This same thing, almost similar to GPGPY. That's what I think that's what it's doing. We kind of created support. So are we kind of creating support to continue the trend back up, if that makes sense? Or we just doing a fake out before the London push. But right now we just created support. So it ideally has to go with test resistance. I think we need to have some sort of push to the top side, highest to this level of resistance. Because when you got to the chart, immediately you saw this. Immediately you saw this buy, this bullish move. Then you saw this level of retracement, and right now we closed and we're forming some bullish engulfing candle. The next candle was supposed to be an entry to continue back the movement. I would have taken buys here if I was on GPUSD because we created support. The next buy candle, because this was some sort of, I'm seeing some buy confirmation for me to continue to buy. So this was some, once we broke the high of this candle, my entry was here, stop loss below to go retest the current resistance that was being formed. If I go to the 30 minutes, we'll look at it still. Look at it. When I saw this, my entry was supposed to be on the next, when the next candle broke the high, because we created some sort of support. Are we going to retest this resistance? Like, it actually makes sense for us to do that. We're pushing to the top, then we had some sort of retracement. We're pushing back up. It only makes sense for us to do that. So right now, I think JPY should hit TP right now. For those, I like, yeah, we just smashed TP right now. We just smashed TP. I was on this live, like I was recording for about 30 minutes. I was live for some reasons. YouTube, I don't know why I wasn't live. You guys didn't get the notification till I got a message from. I got a message saying I wasn't live. If no, this was a nice trade we caught very early and it just rode on 20 pips. But you miss this opportunity. There's always opportunity and the market to take again. So first, I'm just going to record this. So GBP like I said, right now it buys because the buys really make sense. The London opens in about 15 minutes, so I'm going to just have a push back to this resistance. You never know. So when you saw this, this was when you're supposed to be anticipating your move. So I'll check US 30. If that makes sense. If I answered package bad, I don't know if I said that right, but like if I said that right, yeah, that was what you would have waited for. Some sort of retracement from support to push back up. So let's look at US 30. US 30, US 30 should be pushing to the top. Like yeah, somewhere I think I checked US 30 previously, but I think US 30 to yeah, US 30 should be pushing up. We created some sort of resistance. When I saw this same thing I just explained for GPP, when I saw this retracement from this bottom side on the 30 minutes, this closed a wick bearish. We're going down and this closed a wick bearish. This candle just engulfed it. When it broke this high, it closed. That's why you wait for candles to close. When we broke this high, this should be your entry to push back up, to push back to resistance. This is the resistance being formed so far. It's like we can get to this level, can get to this level, can pull back this week. But like you need to put your levels on the ideal resistance. Even from here, from this level to this level, this is almost 50 pips, I guess. You don't have to catch 100 pips or like this like 66 pips, which is not bad. When you saw this, you were supposed to be anticipating your buy trade. We were pushing up so far. So right now, it came back down from support. It really makes sense. Pre-London before the New York, then you just see this push going to what direction. So right now, this trade just hit TP and potentially pushing up. So right now, there's going to be more opportunity. Let's see how it plays out. How it plays out. So if that makes sense, Blake Brown. How many pips move was this? This was probably 20 pips. Wow, we see the momentum, we're just pushing. I'm going to explain again, 21 pip. So like same thing I said for GPUSD, I'm going to say for US30. You Where you go to the chart, we saw we rejected this level, the first candle, this second candle rejected this level, the other candle rejected this level, and this candle actually closed bullish. This candle closed bullish, but because it was pushing down and it came back to this level and closed bullish with a weak bearish confirmation to tell you sales are just no more sales. Like the sales in the market, sellers in the market are just reduced. Like we came back, we're heading down and see how it closed. It closed a weak bullish to, but it closed back in. So right now, sales are being exhausted. So what's the next thing in your head for buys? If same thing, if you go on the 1 hour, what do you see on the 1 hour? The 1 hour so far, we're kind of creating some sort of support on this level still. We rejected it. The first level rejected it. Now we're rejecting it. So right now, we're forming support. Once support is being formed, it has to go test resistance. But I use 1 hour and the higher time frame to give me direction. Then I go to the 30 minutes. I go to the 30 minutes. I saw this. This was a weak sell. Like well, this candle closed bullish to tell you the sellers are being exhausted. And when I saw this candle actually breaking the high, because I saw we rejected this level, and this level I know we're rejecting that zone because I was not like sellers being selling in this trade was my bias changed when I initially saw this. So when I saw this candle was still flipping up and it broke this high, it only makes sense to go retest this resistance that was formed over here. So when you saw this, you know when you need to know when sellers are being exhausted, and you need to know when buyers are being exhausted. You need to know those two things when you see candles and when you see rejection. So if I see this, we just broke the high. This should be my entry stop loss below, then to just push up back to resistance. Like US30 moves in different ways and like it's moved by so many things. So like a lot of fake out happens, but it's only idea. It only makes sense for you to just. If I was in this trade, probably if this was my stop loss, it would have stopped me here because this candle broke the low of this candle, then reversed back up. But once I see this thing and we kind of close like this, or we're rejecting this level and the candle was almost closing, I was going to take a buy. Like if I lost that trade, I was going to take an aggressive buy again because I know sellers were already rejecting this level, so I wouldn't be looking for buys. Let me look at 5 minute time frame. 5 minutes time frame is weak though, but like let's see. Retest of which level? If we retest the top side, like would you enter on the retest for buys? Yeah, if we push up and retest this level, yeah, it really makes sense for me to take buys, yeah. But right now, just jumping on the trend is risky. Never just jump on momentum. The London opens in 52 minutes, so I think there's going to be push to one side. So far, we're bullish. We created support in the 1 hour. There's a strong support being formed right now. And what should happen? Potential push up. So how to know sellers and buyers are rejected? Market going to make next move? What importance of tails or wicks of candle? Yeah, so let me go back to US30. When you come to the chart, you need to when you need to look at the wick at the bottom side and you need to look at the wick at the top side. If you see that what's actually happening, when sellers are in the market, sellers buy the market from sorry, when buyers are in the market, buyers buy this market from the when it's low, they buy it back to the top. So price came all the way down, and buyers took the price up. This came down. This one came all the way down, broke the low. Buyers took the thing all the way up. Let's say, for instance, this candle did same thing. Let's say, for instance, I was looking for sales. I was looking for sales Immediately this candle, I don't know what actually happened first, if we broke to the top first before we broke to the bottom, but like I can see we're having rejections. You need to see that, oh, buyers are not being taken place. You need to, the wicks at the bottom side is more than the one at the top side. So what, who is in control of the market? Like when you saw this rejection from the top side. Who do you think was in control of this? It was sellers. Same thing for all this. When you see this rejection, buyers were coming in, buyers were coming in. If that makes sense, you need to like see those rejection and how the candle is forming. If that makes sense, how the candle is forming. So right now, we just for this trade was a nice trade. Everyone would have got it. I don't know why I wasn't live, but yeah, there's always going to be some sort of opportunity. Again, once you miss a trend or miss this move, just wait for the next setup. Wait for the next setup. But ideally, I think we should be heading to this level. I think price is going to get to this level, this next level. If the London open and have some sort of, I think this level is only ideal, if that makes sense. It's only ideal we get to that level, this level, because there's some level of rejections too. Support, 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 resistance. Let's look at US 30. Like you can see, buyers are in control. When I saw the immediately you see this, the exhaustion of sellers, you just need to know by looking at candles alone. And look at the higher time frame, what's happening. Okay, we created support. Definitely, when we create support, we have to go test the current resistance that was being formed. That makes sense. So right now we already took one trade. I think the London push is gonna take price all the way up to this level. I think it opens in about 4 minutes. So let's see. If you have any question or any pair you want to take a good look at, just spit it out. We'll take a good look at it. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you. Wow, we are just pushing. We're pushing right now. This should be. We should have some level. We should have some sort of. Let's see what happens. Let's see how it plays out. So what you just need, if I jump in momentum, you need to just wait for a nice setup. Because if we break this level down, I think we're pushing up. So you used to wait and never rush. One you pay any of your favorite from starting. One you pay any of your favorite from starting. Let's have some analysis. One you pay. What pair? What pair are you looking at? What pair? What pair? Any pair. Any pair at all. Give me a sec. I'll be right back. Let's let it. I know we're gonna be having push to the top side, but like you don't want to jump on momentum. I feel what's gonna happen. A possible scenario we're just gonna push to this level. I think, and let's see what happens on this level. Are we gonna reject that level to continue pushing down? Are we making having some sort of retest to push on down to the downside. Let's see what happens. Never rush your momentum. So right now we have 8 minutes, and if we are taking this trade earlier on, I would have told you guys to leave it all the way to the top. But right now, just being entering right now, I don't like that level at all. So I don't like it. So you wait. Always wait. So right now we're pushing possibly scenario this level, but I think we should be having some rejection in this level. Once we get to that level and we reject, I think we're gonna be pushing back down. Mm, let's see. So the London just opened. So let's see what's happening. I think we're gonna be having push to the top side to this level. Then let's see. Ideally, it only makes sense to keep pushing up. Because if you look, this is not just so. This is strong bearish. Look at the hourly. We created support. This is strong bullish move to the top side, and wow. Let's see how it plays out. Never jump on momentum. I knew we're gonna be pushing to that level, I guess. So let's see. Right now we're just pushing. Wow, well said, well said. Wow, 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 wow. It was anticipated and it's actually played out nicely. So right now, when we get to this level, I want to see what kind of rejection we're going to be having on that level. Are we going to reject this level, or? But I know the London push is so it only makes sense for us to push that level and GK just do his thing. So this level is a strong level because price got to this level and I don't like this level at all. So let's see how it plays out. I need to wait for some sort of. Are we going to be rejecting that level to push back down? Let's see. Give me a sec. So let's see. Are we potentially rejecting this level? Not yet. I think I think we should still, for those who want to anticipate buys, another entry should just I think this trade is think is still valid. I strongly believe this trade is still valid. So entry back here on this level again for those who want to take another buy, like I'm not doing that. I already got it early, but like this level, then stop loss below, then look at your risk to reward. This is almost a one-to-one, but like I think it makes sense. It makes sense. It's almost a one-to-one, but this is just a short cap. Are we gonna reject that level? But let's see. Let's see how it plays out. Or are we gonna be pushing down? We might be heading back down. Or if this trade come back to that level, I think that's an ideal buy. But right now, we're just let's see what happens. We're rejecting that level. Let's see how it plays. What do you do? Have your questions ready and just drop it on the chat box, then we'll take a good look at it. Like I said, mind you, if we come back to this level, yeah, we'll take another buy, but for now, we just rejected, and because this level, I know we're having some sort of rejection, but we'll close above. So I want to see how this kind of plays. So let's see how it plays. Let's see. If we get to this level, this is nice. This should be some sort of nice push back up. Or it hasn't broken the low yet, so but it broke the high. So I think we should see if we have some push to the top side though. Let's see. Well said, and yeah. I'll just drag this all the way to the end if we actually get there. This is a nice one-to-one trade. I said if we get back to this level, I'm going to, if those looking for buys, yeah, well, the initial buy confirmation started from here for those who got in this level. So let's see how it moves. It's just 7 minutes in London Open, so let's see. We have 6 minutes left, so the 15 minutes. Let's see how it plays. Are we potentially rejecting the level to push back down? The first 15 minutes is always a write-off. So see how it plays out. Five minutes. Now we having potentials to push up. Like I said, if we get to this level, I think we should be shooting all the way to this level. Then let's see possible reactions. We have 5 more minutes on the first 15 minutes of the. We have 5 more minutes, so I'm just gonna be on the 5 minutes time frame. Uh, like you say, we just broke the high of the previous 5 minutes, so we're pushing. So wow, for those who are taking this trade, this should be a nice trade to push to this level, support the previous candle. Then I think we should be heading up. Wow. Stop loss is just, I'm just going to reduce the stop loss to this current candle. We have 5 minutes, so like if this candle closes bullish, stop loss below this current candle, then we should ride up. We broke this level, this candle closed above, so it only makes sense. So and this candle broke the high of the previous on the 30 minutes. I think it broke the high of the previous, so it only makes sense for us to just get to this level because we're going to have some level of reaction over here, as you can see. So let's see how it plays. So right now I will rejecting this level, we're pushing up. So I think we're still bullish on the 15. Let's see. The 15 minutes it's weak. It's weak. So let's see. Initial trade was this. Right now I'm taking another impulse entry to this level. You see USD coming down to 25963. Coming back to where do you see USD coming down to 25693? 25693. Mm, it's not something I have to it's what it's actually playing should be right, because right now this candle closes in 16 minutes and right now we're printing a bearish candle, so I don't really like how it's playing. We might get back down to this level, but I don't really like how it's playing. I want to see the close, then yeah, or when it's almost like 2 minutes before it closes, you're gonna know how the candle looks like in 2 minutes or a minute, and are we rejecting, are we pushing to the top side. Yeah, you might come back, maybe come back to push back up, but you need to, as at now, you need to be concerned about this. Right now, it's printing a bearish candle, but how is this going to close? Let me go to the next 15 and see how that 15 is working. We're rejecting. Right now we're creating some sort of support, and this candle closes in a minute and it's closing bearish. So it's the next 15 of the 30 just gonna engulf it and push up. You need to wait for the next 15. Right now we just closed bearish, so the first 15 just closed bearish. We're rejecting that level. I mean, this I trade is not that. Let's see. Would you even enter in the zone? So right now, once you miss that move that happened here, this trade was done. Right now, we just broke the previous 15 minutes candle, but the first 15 is the write-off. But like, or you can wait for safe entry, break up above this level to take buys and break below this level to take sells. The zone entry to take trade in a zone was this level when it actually broke the previous high. That was your safe trade, if that makes sense. So like I said, first 15 minutes can be a write-off. So let's see how this new 15 minutes plays out. I will push into the top. This candle closed bearish, so we're rejecting that level. So we might be having potential push to the downside if we keep on rejecting that level. But I want to see how this 15 minutes plays out. Yeah. If you were in a zone, you were trying to trade in the zone. Same for GJ. If you're trying to trade in the zone, this was the zone. This was supposed to be your entry. Right now, we're now at the new level of resistance. You need to wait and see what plays out for it to take another potential entry. Same for this. This was the level where in the zone. You were supposed to take your buy from this level. And if you're pushing up or if you're pushing down, that makes sense. So right now, if this candle breaks the low of this candle, this trade is no more valid. Right now, stops are gonna be at this level, previous 15. This was an impulse entry, thinking price is supposed to get to this level, but right now we're rejecting this first candle, this second candle. If this candle breaks this candle, we should see potential sells back down because it just shows that we're just creating new high to push down. But nevertheless, reduce risk as you're going. Like I said, we're gonna take another entry when we broke this high. We broke this high. Stop loss was here before this candle closed. Right now, I just reduced my risk and put a stop loss here on this level. So in case it goes wrong, well, I'm not on this trade anymore. I already closed my trade because I already took a pause entry and this was my take profit. But like for those finding another trade, this should only make sense. But let's see how it plays out. There should be potential push to the top side. We're rejecting that level heavily. So, well, we still have 11 minutes. Let's see how this candle closes. What's happening on the lower time frame? We're just printing side by side, but let's see. Well, if this next 15 minutes break this, if this current 15 minutes break this high, this low, that means we're rejecting this level and we're pushing back down. So at least you guys, for those in this trade, you know how to reduce your risk. You're reducing your risk, just taking it higher a little. This was the previous risk. Now we took it to this level. So right now, if this kind of breaks this low, which it doesn't make sense to break it, but this level is a strong level still. So let's see what plays in this in 10 minutes. Are we gonna break the low? If we break the low, that means we're coming back down. Just note it. So you know how to plan yourself and take good entries to go retest this support back. Because trading is about looking at what is actually happening, and just with you looking, you can actually tell the story it's actually telling. The 30 minutes right now is bearish. If this kind of breaks the low, that means the sells are no more valid. The buys are no more valid. So let's see. It's just dancing in that region. So right now we're breaking the low, so I think we should be pushing down. If this breaks the low, close this in 9 minutes. If it breaks this low, then this trade is no more valid. The sells are no more valid, so you should be looking for sells now if we break the low, just like a sell stop or something. Just looking at it, you just need to put your ideas on different places and know what is actually happening. Read these candles. They have meanings. You have to read them. If that makes sense. Right now we're still in the level. Are we gonna push up? So far we haven't broken the low, so buys are still valid. But let's see how it plays out. Are we broken the low? We're pushing up. Let's see. But this level is my concern. If we get to this level, what's gonna happen? That's my concern. To never rush. Always wait and see. What's happening? Are we gonna be pushing up? Are we gonna be pushing down? So you once you see stuff like this, when you're saying this, if it breaks the low, it's just for you to just quickly know, okay, the bias has changed. That level is a strong level. Now I'm looking for sales. If we break this low, this should be your entry. Stop loss below, above, then potential back to support. If that makes sense. But right now we haven't. We're still 6 minutes. You need to anticipate those things. Right now, if we break the low, I'm not taking. Well, like for people still on this live, for people on the live stream, sales only makes sense. Yeah, we're breaking it, then we haven't. This should be your entry. Stop loss below. Then this level is not more valid anymore. Buyers are not more valid. You need to quickly change your buyers when you see those confirmations, if that makes sense. But we haven't. But like, let's see if that makes sense. because this candle is closing in 6 minutes, and what's the 30 minutes doing? The 30 minutes right now is creating some sort of what? Bearish candle. If the next candle breaks the low of this 30 minutes candle, that means we're gonna sell because 30 minutes gives higher confirmation than the 15. But right now, we're in the last 15 of the 30, we're printing bearish. So if this breaks the low, that means buys are no more valid. So far, it hasn't broken, but it's bearish so far. So let's see what plays out. Know when to change your bias. Know when to see this confirmation. Then you know it's no more valid. They will push it back down. Always know that. So right now we're just playing, but we're printing bearish. We haven't broken the low properly, but we're printing bearish. This candle hasn't broken this high. It hasn't broken the low neither, so you just wait. But when it does, that should be a sniper entry. But this was a beautiful trade that played out perfectly. And this was my target. So right now we just broke the low. So buyers are no more valid. 6p plus. So that's why it's good to reduce risk early. Then just let it go. So right now, sellers are in control. We're gonna go back to uh, the support. That's what you need to be looking at. Bias just changed. Immediately you saw that break, bias changed. Bias changed. When immediately you saw this level, bias changed. Stop loss below, coming back to this resistance created. We just broke the low, possible retest of the support. So anticipate those things before they happen. Ideal stop loss is this level. If that makes sense. This, let's see how it plays out. But closes in 3 minutes. Or broke the low of the previous 15. So let's see. We're gonna be having some sort of pushback to the downside. Wow, wow, playing out nicely. Playing out really nice. Well anticipated. See this confirmation. Know when to change your bias. So the bias are no more valid. Know when to change. Cut losses short and just switch it up. We're gonna melt. We are gonna melt. GG is melting. So this level is just how many pips? About 24 pips if we get to this level. It's pushing. 44 seconds, it's almost closing. Wow, playing out really nicely. We rejected this level. And totally makes sense. We're pushing down, creating some sort of highs to keep pushing. For those who missed the sell from this level, this is another level to get the sell. Because right now, created resistance to push it back down. There was a sort of bearish candle for us to know, oh, we're going for sales. So just keep pushing back, if that makes sense. Wow. So let's see what this new candle does. Are we gonna break the low? If we break the low, you're just gonna be melting and just pushing. So we're breaking it. We're breaking it. I think we should have a push down. Break it. Let it run. Let's see. For those who are the sells, this should be a good move back down. Level. Let's see how it plays out. So right now we're just on sales right now. So this should be a good trade again. Hopefully it plays out perfectly. Because today this was rejection from the top side, broke the previous low. This kind of broke the next one. The 30 minutes low was broken. If I can go back to the 30 minutes, it was broken, but stop loss above this candle, then potential push down. You see this move, just you can just don't no need to wait, just need to like take it ASAP. No emotions. You need to get ready, anticipate those moves, and just take it. Because if you let it go, you're out. Like you missed it, you missed it. So you need to know when to get in those trades, like get in and get out. Anticipate, wait, see those moves happening, then yeah, you go for it. So I want to see what this candle does. Stop loss below. Um, so we just wait. Give me a sec. anticipate, wait for, let's see what happens. Are we gonna crash? Are we gonna keep having momentum to the top side? It only makes sense. We broke the low. The next 30 broke the previous 30 minutes low. So let's see how it plays. Otherwise, bearish. 30 minutes is bullish, but this is the first 15 minutes. So let's see what happens. Yep. So I strongly believe we should push down. Or is it just a write-off candle? Fake out, push. Wanna see? The first 15 minutes to me it's a write-off. So, but we're approaching. What news do we have? News. Market says I like a vision ahead of PMI. Europe exchange rejects shortest trading hours. There's not really 8 minutes Spanish. Nope, we don't really have news right now till about an hour, I guess. So let's see how this plays actually. So let's see what's happening with GJ. Are we gonna keep pushing back down or GJ? Like I said, wow, we're dropping. We're dropping. We're dropping. This was a nice trade. Nice move. 15 minutes about closing, we broke the low, and it only makes sense for us to keep pushing down. Wow. So this should be a nice. Right now you just need to be reducing your risk and watching your risk and know when to reduce it. Are we gonna still keep having push to the downside? Yes, it only makes sense for us to have that. Let's see where the momentum goes. To the downside, to the top side. Right now, I think to the downside, it only makes sense. So you just wait for those who are on the sells. This is proper zone to zone. Yeah, zone to zone. So what you see is like same thing we saw on this level when there was a zone and this the resistance and support. But when they created support, this was when you to anticipate your buys. When this candle was created, then buy. So right now we got to this level of resistance. When do you anticipate your sales? When this candle was actually broken, that was when you should anticipate your sales to just come back with test support, if that makes sense. The zone to zone, yeah, it makes sense. Well, this was a nice entry, and it only makes sense for us to keep on pushing back down. Perfect. Yeah. So right now we're pushing up. We're like how many pips so far? We're in, so far 8 pips so far. So the previous 30 minutes broke the 30 minutes there. So it only makes sense to come back to this level and touch this level. Ideally. So you can see there's pressure, there's momentum, and it's just going. It's just heading back. It's just doing its thing. So having it just if you're liking what we do, just give a like on the like button and like, subscribe and share. If you like what we do every day to keep us doing what we do best. We keep doing it. So the first 15 is closing a strong bearish, and the next 15 should just rally it all the way down, I think. Do you think GJ will come back down to 132, 131, 132, 131, 132, 131, or 132? That's 132. 132, 131. Uh, let's see that level. 132, 131. Or am I mistaken? 132, 131. Yeah, it makes sense. So we might fall back down, or we might fall back to this level. Once we break this level, there's like for scalpers like me, like I don't swing trade, but once we got to this level, I was good. The next level should be this. So we might come back and just form M on this level. Or we anticipated a move. We took nice entries, and yeah, it's very possible, but it might not happen like in the London session. It might happen in New York. But you need to be trading what the session is actually giving you, except you're a swing trader and stuff. You swing trade your trade. Well, so far, how's it going? We're pushing. If we break this low, we're heading back down. This is a nice trade so far. securing profit can secure profit, who's leaving it to hit TP, but right now you should be on break even. Anybody on this trade should be on break even. Everybody on this trade should be on break even. That's something you just need to know without being told. So let me go back to the 15 and see, do we break the low of the previous 15? If we break the low, we're still gonna head down. Wow, we're heading. Let's see. Does that make sense? Oh, let's get so many likes so far. So right now, if we break the low of this current 15, we should be heading back down to support. How many pip move is this gonna be so far? This should be a nice trade for everyone who actually took this trade from this level. And this should be how many pip? This is actually almost 24 pips. So far we are 16 dip in profit. So on the 24 pip move, that's good. That's good. Right now, everyone on this trade should be on break even, and we have potentials to keep riding back down to this level. So I want to see a break of this low. So currently, if you look at the 30 minutes, what the 30 minutes is doing, the 30 minutes is strong. It's a strong bearish so far. So I'm gonna be pushing back down, closing 12 minutes, but let's see. I will try to create some sort of wick to push back down, some sort of wick on this level like this, uh, to push back potentially down, to push back down, or we're just pushing up. I will try to create some sort of wick to push back down, because you need to have like a wick to the top side to push back down, but I don't expect it to break the high of this, the high of that candle. So like I said, break even. This level should be securing profit, and I expect it to ride all the way down. It should be riding all the way down. Have any question, just put it on the chat box, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this page. We do this every day, Monday to Friday. Just come get some knowledge on how to make your trading better, and make it easier, stress-free trading. Totally makes sense. It should continue pushing down. The London hasn't pushed the money yet, so I think we should be heading back down. Wow, we should be heading back down. And yeah, it just happened and it's just going. I love this. Wow. Wow. This trade is just going, it's just heading its way back down and it really makes sense to go retest the support. Be informed. Right now you should be reducing your risk. Just you can move it into profit, stuff like that. Those are stuff you should know without being told. Just we don't have any other reason than to go retest this level. Oh, blue screen on a sell. Wow, that's good. That's good. I like that. Just give a like on the like button. We do this every day. It only makes sense. It was anticipated why it has had to fall, the rejection and those confirmations to just set up. For some people miss the buys that actually happened over here, and now we're having those sales over here too. So it was a nice trade, and thanks. Like I'm happy some people caught the buys. I'm happy some people caught the sales, and yeah, it was well explained. So. Thanks. The let's see, we are closing in 7 minutes. I think it's just gonna ride all the way to this level. Maybe after this level, it's gonna do something. Then possible wait for what it's gonna do next. But right now we're in the zone, so let's see how it plays. If you're securing profit, secure profit. If you're waiting to hit TP, but it's ideal for a hit to hit TP. That hit the next support being created. But yeah, we have many pips in profit, so just write that down and how many pips? I think it was 24 so far. Right now, we're currently on 21 pips in profit. So let's see how this kind of closes and where it closes. This 25 pips move. So, so let's see. Who else took this trade? You can just give me a tag and just give me a shout out. Telegram, um, Instagram for those who participated in this trade. Yeah, we do this every day, Monday to Friday. Get knowledge and plan out ideas on how to make trade easier. So if you took this trade, just can kindly appreciate the shout out and just subscribe, like, and share this page every day, same time. So let's see. Wow, it only makes sense to keep dripping. Whew. Just wait and see what happens. Closes in 4 minutes. This is strong bearish candle. Those looking for buys, like your bias changed immediately. With on the 15 minutes, we saw this. I was gonna anticipate more buys, but we're having this rejection. I wasn't satisfied with this rejection we're having over here. So that was when bias changed. This candle closed a week, like there was a week to the top, but like sellers entered. Now this happened, same thing. Sellers entered, then we just broke the low. This one created a bearish candle, then we created a low, broke this candle to push back to this level. So yeah, it totally makes sense for us to keep pushing back down, but always on profit is on profit. Once you see your ideal for certain profit, you want to close, you can close them, you can just wait, but it only makes sense for us to go back and touch that level. So the 15 minutes closes in 3 minutes, and let's see what happens. It was called and nicely executed. Let's see how it plays out. I don't like what it's doing. 5 minutes is a weak time confirmation, but I don't like 5 minutes at all. I think we're still gonna push down. So let's see. I don't like how the 5 minutes is closing, but the 5 minutes is usually fake out or so, but I don't like it. You just wait and see. 5 minutes is weak. The 1 hour is closing. What's the 1 hour doing? Are we still bearish on the 1 hour? We created resistance on the 1 hour. So I feel we should. It's ideal for us to keep pushing down. But let's see. See how it plays out. Are we gonna go down? Then for me, I don't see why we're pushing to the top side. But let's see how it closes. The 15-minute close bearish, but that was a weak bearish. So let's see how this new 15 closes. Are we breaking the low? Yeah, almost. Yeah, we just broke the low, and I think we just broke the low of the previous 30. So let's see. I think so. Another day of stress-free trading. Done. Uh, let's see. So yeah, for those secured profit, yeah, good for you. For those who's waiting for it to hit TP, it only makes sense for us to keep going down. But yeah, it is what it is. Uh, just like, subscribe, and share. We'll do this tomorrow, same time. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for the conversation. We analyzed, we talked about few things for those on the chat, and yeah, just come with your ideas tomorrow, right? Your needs or what you think, and just bring it to the live stream, and we can talk about it. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys for tuning in, and don't overtrade. Once you're done for the day, have a goal. Like I said, don't overtrade. Just have a stress-free trading. Yeah. So see you guys tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you all for coming in. Thank you.